Please proceed, Mayor JED MABILOG.
Mga iginagalang na mga miyembro ng Kamara de Representantes, Your Honors, good morning. Noong mga nakaraang linggo, nabalitaan ko po ang pagnanais na makapagsalita ako na maging resource person sa hearing ng Quad Committee. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank each one of you for allowing me to speak. Maraming salamat po. Napaisip ako nang marinig ko ang balita. Sabi ko sa sarili, ito na siguro ang tamang pagkakataon na malaya akong kukuha ng lakas ng loob at magsasalita ng katotohanan kahit ako pa ay natatakot at may pangamba sa aking buhay. Una po sa lahat, I declare that I was not and never will be a drug protector. I don't know personally nor did I benefit in any way from any illegal drug personality in Iloilo or anywhere else. After 7 years of exile, dahil sa napolitika at walang basihang mga akusasyon, kaliwat ka ng mga paratang at higit sa lahat mga banta sa aking buhay at sa buhay ng aking pamilya, narito po ako ngayon at humaharap po sa inyo. Naging kabataang barangay chairman, number 1 city councilor, vice mayor, at mayor in 2010, 13, and 16. And was fortunate to have been chosen as the top 5 world mayor in 2014. That also included the former president as a nominee. In the campaign against illegal drugs, as mayor and as mandated by law, I am aware of my authority to set local policies and priorities related to crime and drugs. I'm also aware that under the law, the PNP and PDEA handle crime investigation and response, and the combating of drug trafficking and enforcement of drug laws, while the mayor relies on the police and PDEA to implement them. And so when I became mayor, and having made aware that there were existing drug groups in the city, I immediately initiated anti-illegal drug activities, campaign and policies, among others, multiple programs, one of which is to activate the Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Councils. In 2014 po, according to PDEA, Iloilo City was the first in the country to have 100% of its BADAC activated. In the 6 years that I have been mayor of Iloilo City consistently received national recognitions from PDEA and the PNP in the years 2014, 2015, 2016, and even in 2017 for the comprehensive programs including rehab, logistical support to the PNP and PDEA in their drive against illegal drugs. Since the existence of these drug syndicates in our city was deeply rooted, I relied on the expertise of the local PNP and regional PDEA to deal with these groups while I focused on the socio-economic programs that would address the root causes of poverty that expose the vulnerable population to cope against the evils of illegal drugs. But all of these efforts were ignored by the Duterte administration. Kung matatandaan po ninyo, nagsimula ang lahat ng ito nung bigla na lamang na isama ang mga pangalan sa PRRD narco list ng Administrasyong Duterte. Isang listahan naglalaman ng mga pangalan ng mga kilalang public official na di umano ay sangkot sa illegal na droga, mga paratang na walang basihan, at kahit kailan ay hindi naman napatunayan. As a matter of fact, until today, there are no drug-related cases that have been filed, especially in the legal courts, against me and my person. Pero kung inyong titingnang maigi, isinama ang pangalan ng kalaban sa politika sa isang validated list ng mga drug personalities sa kasunod na PRRD list. Sa kabila ng mga questionableng impormasyon, walang validation o confirmation man lang na ginawa kahit na anumang ahensya ng gobyerno sa Malacanang initiated list. Itong PRRD list, di umano, ay naging hit list. Sa isang public forum ng PIDEA noong 2018, mismo ang Regional Adjudication Committee o tinatawag na RAC ay nagsabi na wala yung pangalan ko sa kanilang listahan. While in the Iloilo City Anti-Drug Abuse Council meeting, then PIDEA 6 Regional Director Hil Pabilona and Iloilo City Police Director Colonel Remus Canieso officially ang nagpatotoo na wala rin ang pangalan ko sa drug list. Ngunit, nanatili ang listahan sa kanilang mga record. Hanggang ngayon, lahat ng mga paratang at akusasyong ibinabato sa akin ay patuloy na sumisira sa aking reputasyon at pati na rin ang reputasyon ng minamahal kong Iloilo. Dahil sa seryosong banta sa aking buhay, napilitan po ako na hindi bumalik from an international speaking engagement in Japan at lisanin ng aking pamilya ang bayang buong pagsisikap naming itinaguyod ng may dangal. PRRD even assigned Lieutenant Colonel Espenido to Iloilo and announced with a threat, mabubuhi pa kaya siya? Ibig sabihin, in Tagalog, mabubuhay pa kaya siya? Referring to me. Pinalad po ako na meron akong speaking engagement sa isang international conference sa Japan, kaya nakaalis ako ng bansa. Paulit-ulit ang pagbabanta ni Presidente Duterte sa media, harap-harapang sinasabi, papatay daw ako.
So when government killed him, we started to dig and we found the bones of the policeman still in their uniform. And so we had to take him out. I said, go and take him out. The mayor of Iloilo City, I identified him. This is broadcast nationwide. I said, you're next. You're next. Sana ang mayor ninyo dito? Sana yung pinalitan mo, mayor. Saan ba si mayor? Sanabi ko sa kanila, balik ka dito. Patayin talaga kita.
Julius Ronald Pacificador, Hamtek Antique, JED.
At alam po nating lahat, hindi lamang po ito basta-basta pagbabanta. Kayang-kaya niya pong totohanin ito. Labag man sa kalooban, kinailangan po naming lumisan at wag na munang bumalik sa Pilipinas. On August 28, 2017, I received an unexpected call from former PNP Regional Director Bernardo Diaz. He invited me to meet with PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa, now Senator, at Camp Crame, Quezon City, at noon the following day. The next morning, on August 29, I arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport at 10 a.m., ready to proceed. But then the call started. First, they moved the meeting to 3 p.m., and then by 5 p.m., it was delayed again, this time to 6 p.m. At around 5 p.m., a PNP colonel called me and, in a voice that sent shivers down my spine, literal po yun, warned me not to go to Camp Crame because my life was in danger. The fear that had been simmering now erupted. Soon after, at 6:32 p.m., my wife, Marivic, received a chilling text from a PNP colonel's wife. Do not proceed. There are 20 men surrounding your house, and if you go to Camp Crame, they will kill you. The terror was paralyzing. I couldn't believe it. My life and my family's life was hanging by a thread. The next day, on August 30, I took the first flight out to Japan, not knowing if I would ever return. Upon arrival, I received a message from General Diaz to call a number. Using a public payphone, I made the call and spoke to General Bato, who expressed his sympathy. He was talking to me in Bisaya. He told me he knew I was innocent, that I wasn't involved in illegal drugs, and he promised to help me. His words brought a brief moment of hope. I told him I would finish my work abroad and return to meet him, but he urged me to be careful, repeating his pledge to help. Just after that call, my Philippine cell phone rang. This time, it was another general. His voice was grim. Mayor, do not return. Your life is in danger. The accusations against you are all fabricated. But if you go to Crame, you'll be forced to point fingers to an opposition senator and a former presidential candidate as drug lords. The weight of the conspiracy against me was unbearable. This general couldn't live with the guilt of seeing me killed, he said, and warned me to destroy my Philippine SIM card and phone immediately, and told me because my phone is going to be wiretapped. My hands trembled as I realized how close death had come. I knew then that I was no longer just a target. I was in a battle for my life. Dumiretso po kami sa US at nag-apply ng political asylum. Mapalad po kami na pinagkalooban kami ng US ng political asylum. It took 15 months for them to investigate and see the validity of us not being involved in illegal drugs, and all these accusations are all false. Ito ay isang patunay na walang nakitang kadahilanan na ibinigyan kami ng political asylum in March 2019. Masakit at malungkot, ngunit napilitan akong lumisan mula sa aking sinumpaan tungkulin sa aking pamilya at sa kababayan kong Ilonggo, na sinumpaan kong pagsilbihan, hindi dahil sa nagkasala ako, kundi dahil nanganganib na po ang aming buhay. I come before you today not merely to recount my sufferings, but to highlight a critical flaw in our system, one that allows law enforcement agencies to be weaponized for political purposes. That illegal drug trade stems from the ills of our society, from poverty to corruption of government institutions, including our law enforcement agencies. By using state institutions to carry out personal vendettas or silence perceived enemies undermine the foundation of justice and democracy in our country. Sideline. No individual should be allowed to wield such unchecked authority regardless of their position or power. Ang karanasan at ng iba pang mga katulad kong biktima, lalong-lalo na ang mga mayors na pinagbintangan, ay ang nagmulat sa amin sa mga pagkukulang at kakulangan ng ating law enforcement agencies. Kailangan mapatibay pa ang mga institusyon ito upang hindi basta-basta magamit o maimpluwensya ng politika. Masigurong makakapagsilbi ng may integridad, walang kinikilingan at may respeto sa batas. Ang panawagan po namin sa inyo, manguna po ang hustisya at magkaroon ng reforma sa ating sistema, partikular sa pamamalakad ng ating law enforcement agencies. Accusations must be duly validated and authenticated first before any public announcement to avoid shaming and destroying the honor, reputation, and good image of hardworking and innocent persons. Higit sa lahat, panagutin ang mga umaabuso sa kapangyarihan. Sana ang nadanasan naming paghihirap na durog, persecution, trauma, at saka walang-wala ay hindi po mararanasan ng iba. At mananaig ang katotohanan at hindi ang pamumulitika o personal na interes ng ilan. Pasensya na po. Maraming salamat po sa Quad Committee dahil 7 taon po. Mahirap talaga po. Maraming salamat dahil nabigyan niyo po kami, ako, at ang iba pang mga biktima ng pagkakataon na linisin ang aming mga pamangalan at ng mga minamahal ko, Ilonggo at yung Iloilo na tinawag po shabulized. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Dakbanwas ang Iloilo, bugal ko, my city, my pride. I am Iloilo, proud to be Filipino po. Salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman, thank you, Mayor Mabilog. We will now proceed with the interpellation. And we have a list of interpellators who have earlier signified their intention to propound questions to our resource person. So those that have not been listed in the list and wanted to ask questions, please approach the COMSEC and have your name listed. So,
Mr. Chairman,
yes, Congressman Padilla.
before we proceed with the first interpellator, let me inform the Honorable Committee and the Chairs that this committee has received a copy of an affidavit from former Mayor JED MABILOG. And I hope COMSEC will distribute it to the members of this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I believe the affidavits have already been distributed to the members earlier. So we will now proceed with Congressman Johnny Pimentel. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like now to direct my questions to the resource persons. Magandang umaga po, Honorable JED MABILOG. Ano hong tunay na pangalan po natin, Mayor?
Your Honors, yung tunay na pangalan ko po ay si JED Patrick Escalante Mabilog.
Ano po ang palayaw po natin? Ano ho ang tawag ng mga kaibigan sa inyo?
Your Honors, JED po.
Okay, Jed. Saan ka nakatira ngayon, Jed? Pero siguro for security reasons, ayaw mo munang i-divulge yun, hindi po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Anyway, dito po tayo sa sinumpaang salaysay mo. Meron ho kayong sinubmit o sinumite dito sa komitiba. Ang yung affidavit po ninyo dated September 18, 2024. Hindi po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Ito bang sinumpaang salaysay mo ay pinatutuhanan mo ang lahat ng nakalagay dito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala po bang nag-udyok sa'yo? You have done this on your own free will and accord?
Yes, Your Honor.
So kung mamarapatin po ninyo, isa-isahin ho natin itong sinumpaang salaysay po ninyo. Sa paragraph 1 po, pinakita ho ninyo dito na medyo matagal na po kayo sa politika. Pwede pang isalaysay ninyo sa amin paano kayo napasok sa politika? Kailan ho kayo napasok sa politika?
Nung dati pa, sir, po, Your Honor, I was chairman of the Kabataang Barangay. And then ito po ang umudyok.
Anong taon po yun, Mr. Chair?
In, Your Honor, in 1984 until 1986, Your Honor.
Ilan taon po kayo noon?
Kabataang Barangay, Your Honor, hanggang 18 years old po.
So batang-bata pa po kayo. Anong sunod ho ninyong posisyon sa politika?
Your Honor, I was city councilor in the year 2004.
Ano din po ang sumunod?
Your Honor, in 2007, I became the vice mayor of the city of Iloilo.
And then yung sunod po,
Your Honor, I was elected mayor in 2010, in 2013, and in 2016, Your Honor.
so hindi na ho ninyo natapos yung termino ninyo dun sa third term kasi according sa inyong salaysay, nung 2017 umalis na po kayo, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Umalis po ako noong 2017.
At saka nung kayo mayor po, according to your affidavit, you have had several awards. So meaning that you really performed well during your tenure as the mayor of Iloilo City. Can you expound on this?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Your Honor, for the international awards for Iloilo City and myself, I have the Iloilo City has been awarded as a service award for business by the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce. Iloilo City was also a nominee for the Lee Kuan Yew World City Prize. We were Livable Cities Champion in 2015 by the Asian Development Bank. I was chosen as one of the top 5 world mayors in 2014 by the City Mayors Foundation. The city was also awarded for bringing Dinagyang Festival to New York. Iloilo City was also given the Gold Award for the Iloilo River Development Project by the 2010 International Livable Communities in Chicago, USA. Iloilo City has the Silver Award for Iloilo River Development Initiatives, Silver Award for the Iloilo Dinagyang Festival in the 2011 LivCom Awards, a second in the Thies River Prize Awards in Brisbane, Australia, and was shortlisted as top 77 in the 2012 New 7 Wonder Cities of the World. Those are the international awards, Your Honor. For the national awards, we have 33 awards, national awards, and among which are the being recognized by PIDEA for our illegal drugs, illegal drugs campaign, Your Honor, for the years 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017, Your Honor. Among others, Your Honor, would you like me to read the 33?
No, I think
Yes, Honor.
that is enough.
Yes,
Mr.
Honor.
Chair, the fact that the statement of JED Mabilog has proved that he was indeed a performing mayor. The fact that he has received international awards, local awards, nagpapatunay lang po na ginampanan ni former Mayor JED Mabilog ang his role and duties and obligations as a mayor. So there is no question, Mr. Chair, based on the awards that he has told us, that he was indeed a good public servant. Ngayon, dito po tayo sa paragraph 3. Kung babasahin ko po at kung pwede, paki-explain po sa amin. Despite my hard work and dedication to public service, I was unjustly and baselessly included in former President Duterte's so-called narco list. This inclusion was made without any evidence, investigation, or due process. Mr. Mabilog,
Yes, Your
sa
Honor.
tingin ho ninyo, bakit kayo nasali dun sa narco list?
Thank you, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honors, I really made several attempts to see then President Duterte just to ask kung ano po talaga ang reason kung bakit po ako naisama sa lista. So, Your Honors,
So nakausap mo pa si...
hindi ko, never ko po siya nakausap.
Okay, so tuloy mo.
So, gumawa na lang po ako ng assumptions ko for what these reasons are. Kasi there are several instances, Your Honor, that could probably lead to this. Number one, Your Honor, is I am a relative or second cousin of then Senator Frank Drilon. Number two is nung nagkaroon ng rally sa Iloilo City during the campaign, namatay po yung kanilang nagkaroon sila po ng brownout. And isinisisi po sa mayor sa akin po, Your Honor. Third po, there was an attempt before na gusto niya po makipagkita sa akin during the campaign. But unfortunately, I was not able to meet him because I was on official travel to Manila for a big project, which is the expansion of the national highway. And one of the big projects there was to bring down the black spaghetti wires along the highway. And so I have to meet the PLDT executives to request them to finance the bringing down of their lines. Kasi malaki po yung amount na mag-i-involve. Kanila naman po ang linya, so sila na po nakaset na po yun to meet po the executives of PLDT. So I wasn't able to meet him, sir.
Bakit, Mr. Chair, Mr. Mabilog, bakit sa tingin nyo gusto makipagkita sa inyo the former president?
I think, Your Honor, I think gusto lang po na sa pagkakaalam ko po, Your Honor, he was going around and was trying to meet with all the other local chief executives.
Ito ba ay presidente na po siya
Hindi
o sa panahon pa ito ng eleksyon?
Sa panahon pa po ng election, Your Honor. Yung isa pa po, Your Honor, is that Iloilo City, hindi pa po siya presidente, Your Honor, Iloilo City was always compared to Davao City. I have here po all the newspaper articles with me that would show that even Solita Monsod compared myself to then Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. So palagi po kino-compare kami po. So again, these are only my assumptions and presumptions, Your Honor, because I never had I never really knew what was the main reason.
So in
kung
short,
bakit ganun po.
Mr. Chair, in short, Jed, you're trying to say to this committee that the reason why your name was included in the narco list of the former administration is that it is because purely of politics. Dahil po ba kayo ay hindi sumuporta noong 2016? Yung po ba ang sinasabi ninyo dito sa komitiba na sa tingin ninyo, sa opinion mo, kaya ikaw bineltahan, ikaw ang binilikan, nilagay ka sa narco list dahil hindi ka sumuporta noong during the 2016 presidential elections. Ganun po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Kasi ang resulta po, Your Honor, ng elections na yon, President Rodrigo Duterte got only po 13.7% in the total number of votes in Iloilo City, which is his lowest percentage votes
Sino po
all
bang
over the country.
nanalong presidential candidate doon sa Iloilo at that time?
Your Honor, si Manuel Rojas po.
Okay, dito po tayo sa paragraph number 4. So, nung nalaman mo, Mr. Mabilog, Mr. Chair, na ikaw kasama sa narco list, ano hong ginawa ninyo? Did you try to reach out to the police authorities to clear your name? Or did you ask some of your friends, dahil ikaw ay isang mayor, natural, may mga kakilala ka dun sa regional police office, meron kang kilalang mga police dun sa provincial police office. Hindi ka ba nagtanong-tanong bakit nasali yung pangalan mo dun sa narco list? Ano hong ginawa ninyo nung nalaman ninyong kayo ay kasama sa narco list?
Your Honor, una po ay meron pong instructions from the Chief of Police to surrender all firearms. And then the next thing...
Sandali,
Oh,
Mr. Chair.
sorry, Your Honor.
Sinasabi mo ngayon na pinuntahan ka ng Chief of Police para isurrender ang mga firearms mo. Was this after na ikaw ay nasali sa narco list or before ka nasali sa narco list?
After nasali sa narco list.
After nasali.
PRRD narco
Okay,
list,
please
Your Honor.
proceed.
And then, yung lahat na security personnel na naka-detail po sa mayor ay tinanggal. Yung ginawa ko, Your Honor, is pumunta sa then PNP Regional Director na bagong assigned at saka kinausap ko po siya kung ano po ang dapat gagawin. And then I explained to him all these programs that I have undertaken and the City of Iloilo's programs against illegal drugs. Pinapaliwanag ko po na ito po yung mga programa namin and that is why I was really wondering kung bakit po ako na isama sa lista po.
Mr. Mabilog, hindi nyo pa po tinanong yung regional director nung nagkita kayo, Director, Bakit ako nasali dito? Hindi ka ba nagtanong sa kanya?
Your Honor, I think I did. Kasi yun po, dala-dala ko po ito. Meron po akong compilation po, executive summary of the Iloilo City anti-illegal drug programs from 2010 to 2016. Ibinigyan ko po sila ng kopya kasi I always have this. This was a requirement by PIDEA that we submit reports to them annually. So, kumpleto po kami ng data, ng data to, at saka yun po sinabi ko, sir, bakit po ako nasali? Bakit po yung Iloilo ay most shabulized? Na ito rin po, ito po yung mga programa po namin.
So anong sagot niya sa iyo, Mr. Chair? Anong sagot sa iyo nung tinanong mo siya, bakit nasali ako sa narco list when in fact I am the one heading the anti-illegal drug campaign in Iloilo. So ano hong sagot ng regional director?
Your Honor, sagot niya po, yung nanggaling sa taas, yung lista, yung in-announce ng Presidente, wala pa pong lista nun, sir, na, Your Honor, na
So in short,
ibinaba.
Mr. Chair, yung binabasihan lang ng regional director doon sa listahan na sinabi ng former president. Doon lang po niya nakuha yung pangalan ninyo without any validation. Ganun po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dito po sa paragraph 6,
Kindly wrap up, Congressman Pimentel.
mahaba pa sana ito. Mr. Chair, can I have another 3 minutes na lang? Dito po dito na lang po tayo sa paragraph 7. Since the announcement of my inclusion in this list, I was subjected to repeated threats to my life. Former President Duterte publicly singled me out numerous times. Kailan ho nangyari ito? Yung pinakita ho ninyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Meron ka pang binagit dito na during in one forum, ito ba ay pinatotohanan mo? Doon sa isang event na sinabi niya, the mayor of Iloilo City, I identified him. Ito po ay sa sinumpaang salaysay ninyo on October 25, 2017 during the commemorative session and concert program of the ASEAN Law Association. Tama po ba to? Sinabi po ni former President, the mayor of Iloilo City, I identified him. This was broadcasted. I said, you are next. You're next. Totoo po ba ito?
Yes, Your Honor, as have been shown in the video earlier po.
So, for several times, nung nandito ka pa sa Pilipinas, you have been threatened by the President, napapatayin ka, you're included in the narco list, and you deny this.
Yes, Your Honor. I did deny it, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Chair, since my time is up, I just want to establish that indeed, probably, or highly likely, Mr. Mabilog was just a victim of unfounded, baseless accusations which was part of the drug war of the former administration. Isa po siya sa mga biktima. In fact, nandyan po sa affidavit niya, because of the several threats and because of several calls from different police authorities telling him, in fact, police colonels and police generals telling him na ikaw ang susunod na papatayin. And that is why Mr. JED Mabilog left the country to save his life and to save his family. That is all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Pimentel. Be assured that in the next round, or perhaps in the next committee hearing where the EJK topic will be deliberated, you will be given the priority to ask questions to former Mayor JED Mabilog. Before we proceed with the next interpellator, let me acknowledge the presence of our honorable members, Congresswoman Daphne Lagon, Congresswoman Ria Gullas, Congressman Peter Juan Calderon, Congressman Lordan Suwan, Congressman Eddie Bong Plaza, Congressman Ambrosio Cruz Jr., Congresswoman Marlene Primicias Agabas, Congressman George Patrol Bustos, Congressman Richard Gomez, Congressman Arnan Panaligan, and Congressman Gas Tambunting. Welcome to the committee hearing of the Quad Committee. So the next to interpolate is Congressman, let me remind the members that the topic for today is POGO. We just allowed former Mayor JED MABILOG to issue a statement which was granted upon the request of Congressman Paduano. But we will proceed with the POGO issue later on. So to give our members the opportunity to ask questions, the next in the list is Congressman Benny Abante, the chair of the Committee on Human Rights. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Magandang umaga po, Honorable Jed.
Good morning, Your Honor.
We should have invited you in our hearing in the Committee on Human Rights a long time ago. But palagay ko wala pa po kayo rito at that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
But let me ask a very important question to you, Mayor. Are you a religious man?
Yes, Your Honor.
How religious are you?
I go to church every day, Your Honor. I regularly do the things that need to be done by a Christian I follow what our Lord, Your Honor,
So you
tells us to do.
believe in God, Mayor?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe in
Okay,
God.
now, you know what the Bible says, justice is mine, saith the Lord, I will repay. Do you believe that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I would even think that this Quad Committee can be used of God to exact justice to those that are guilty. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you said in your speech today that you were included in the Malacanang initiated list. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what do you mean initiated list?
Your Honor, I received valid information that in 3 lists, my name did not appear there, Your Honor, and my name only appeared when it came from Malacanang, that PRRD list. I consider, Your Honor, as the Malacanang list.
It means in the first 3 lists, your name was not included.
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, when you speak of the Malacanang initiated list, it means that your name is just placed in that list without even investigating if you are ever guilty of that.
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, as what I've said earlier, that till today, I don't have any drug-related case that has been filed to me in any court or any office for that matter, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mayor, do you believe that it was the former president that actually put you in that initiated list that you're talking about?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that, Your Honor.
Were the former president has an axe against you, or perhaps that your name was only given to him to be put on the Malacanang initiated list?
Your Honor, I cannot say or things in behalf of the former president, but I could only assume that yes, it could have happened, Your Honor, that it could have been politics that has made the former president put my name in that Malacanang initiated list, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I'm very much interested. You said that this is politically motivated. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, there should be one in Iloilo that actually advised the president to put you in the Malacanang initiated list. Am I right?
Could be, Your Honor.
Would you tell us the name of that person that put you in that list?
Your Honor, in politics, there's always a political opposition, and I cannot mention any name, Your Honor, because I might not be sure if that is the name of the person. But if ever it came locally, definitely it came from those who ran against me and lost, Your Honor, or those who were against me politically.
Those who run against you, but that were actually the people that are actually close to the former president. Am I right?
I am not sure, Your Honor, if they have a personal relationship with the former president, so I cannot assume, Your Honor.
You made a statement in your affidavit, and that's number 6, where you said, in a public forum held on August 8, 2017, PIDEA Regional Director Gil Pabilona and Iloilo City Police Director Senior Superintendent Remus Cañeso declared that my name was not on their drug list. What do you mean by that?
In that particular public forum, Your Honor, was the Iloilo City Anti-Drug Abuse Council, where the regional director of PIDEA sits as co-chair, as well as the Iloilo City Police Chief PNP also sits as a member or a co-chair. And they were asked by, as far as I can remember, Your Honor, they were asked during the open forum if my name was in the list, Your Honor. And they said, Your Honor, that as far Your Honor, if I would say, Attorney Pabilona, by chance is here with PIDEA. And he said, Your Honor, that my name was not on their list, official list, but there's a different list, PRRD list. And he cannot do anything about it.
So therefore, you would like to tell this committee that the lists that were shown to you were the first list that your name was not included. But then, as you have said, there is another list where your name is included.
Yes, Your Honor. And that is the Malacanang initiated list.
And that is the Malacanang initiated list.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, what did the police director, Senior Superintendent Cañeso, do?
The then city, they were under orders. Oh, sorry, Your Honor. I believe that they were under orders and they cannot do anything. Because as a matter of fact, by chance, Your Honor, the regional director, then Regional Director General Gentiles, he gave Iloilo City and myself an award for the 2017 anti-drug illegal campaign. Immediately after, Your Honor, he was relieved. And
He was relieved.
he was relieved. And then, Your Honor, I think, I am not so sure, but after that statement of Attorney Pabilona, then PIDEA Regional Director, that I was not involved in drugs, he was also relieved, Your Honor.
So,
I don't know if that is the reason, Your
So,
Honor.
Mr. Chair, it means that if the PDA Regional Director Gil Pabilona retired,
He was relieved, Your Honor.
he was relieved.
He was relieved.
He did not retire.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The term might be wrong. But what I know that he was reassigned elsewhere. He just left and he was replaced by a new regional director of PIDEA.
How about Police Director Cañeso? Is he retired?
I am not aware, Your Honor, because I've been out, so I am not aware of his whereabouts or what has happened to him, if he has retired or not, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we invite PDA Regional Director Gil Pabilona and City Police Director Cañeso on the next hearing for the EJK. So I move, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, Comsec, you are directed to invite the personalities mentioned by Congressman Abante in the next hearing of the EJK. Yes, Congressman Paduano?
Mr. Chairman, just for the information of Co-Chair Abante and this honorable committee, Police Colonel, or now General Cañeso, already retired. He's a class 89 of the PNPA.
Retired na siya.
Yeah, retired na po. Kasi kababayan ko po, si
So, but
General Cañeso.
we can still call him, di ba?
And I think Attorney Pabilona was also retired. No, early retirement po.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Congressman Pumare.
you mentioned a while ago that we will be focusing our main agenda, which is POGO. But upon the request of the Chairman Paduano, we allowed Mayor Mabilog to make his statement. Now, my main question is here is how many more of our colleagues that will be asking questions for Mayor Mabilog?
Well, based on the list that we have, we still have 1, 2, 3, 3 more.
Okay, so then after that, we can go to our main...
That is correct, yeah.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Pumare.
May I continue,
Please
Mr. Chair?
proceed.
Okay, so ito po, ano, you also said that is Director Lasso here with us of the PIDEA?
He is present. Director Lasso, DG
Director Lasso here with us, please. Can we call him? I'd like to ask him just one question. No? Anyway, you said in your statement here, number 11, that on August 28, you received an unexpected call from former PNP Regional Director Bernardo Diaz. And this Director Bernardo Diaz invited you so you could be able to meet with the then PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa. Am I right? For what reason?
Yes, Your Honor. The reason, Your Honor, was the information that I got was the then PNP chief was willing to help me clear my name, Your Honor.
So it means that the PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa believed that you are innocent?
That is the statement that was given to me by then General Diaz, Your Honor.
So it was not PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa who told you that he believes that you are innocent?
Your Honor, on a separate venue when I was already in Japan, and I called General Diaz. I spoke to General, then PNP Chief General De La Rosa, and he told me to come home, that as soon as I come home from my international speaking engagement in Japan, that I go to Camp Crame to see him, because in his words, Your Honor, he said, if I can say it in his words, quote unquote, Mayor, naawa na ako sa'yo. Tutulungan kita. Inosente ka.
That was the statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
He told you to come home.
But he told me to come home. Yes,
And then
Your Honor.
there is another general, but who who expressed sympathy to you, and he told you to don't come home.
Your Honor, yes, that is true, Your Honor. Immediately after that call with General Bato and General Diaz, I got a call on my Philippine cell and phone, and this was the general who introduced himself, and then he said, I'm just going to talk to you short lang, and then he told me not to come home, Your Honor.
Yeah, he told you his voice was grim and said, do not return.
Yes, Your Honor.
But then PNP Chief De La Rosa told you to return.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you still believe that PNP De La Rosa is quite honest in telling you you are innocent when he told you to return, and the other general told you not to return?
Your Honor, yes. As a matter of fact, I really did wanted to return. So that because this is my opportunity that then Chief PNP General Bato told me that he's going to help me.
And
But-
Mayor Mabilog, you still have words. So then, Mayor Mabilog, PNP Chief General De La Rosa was not quite honest in his statement.
At that time when I was talking to him, Your Honor, I believed in him. But after, Your Honor, I received that call from that general, then I did not believe him anymore.
Okay, so we could be able to establish here, Mr. Chair, that the PNP Director General who told him to come home, and later that day or the next day,
What do you mean, Your Honor?
when another general told you not to return.
Immediately about
Immediately.
10 minutes or 15 minutes after that call, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, nalaman kagad nung general na yan na ikaw ay pinapabalik ni Director General De La Rosa, and then all of a sudden, he said, huwag kang babalik.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ibig sabihin yan, Mr. Chair, that totoo lang, naiisipin mo, napalagay mo itong si PNP Director General De La Rosa, hindi honest sa kanyang sinabi.
I did not believe him, Your Honor, after that call of the other general.
So you did not believe him anymore.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is that general? Can you tell us who the general is?
Your Honor, if you would allow me, if you could do that on executive session, because, Your Honor, I actually, when I first came in, I called I called them to thank them for that call. And then, Your Honor, they said that if I mention their names, then it's their fear of life then that they're going to experience.
Is he still active, Mayor?
No more, Your Honor.
I would like to move, Mr. Chair, that we have an executive session with him later.
At the appropriate time,
later na lang,
I guess we will consider an executive session in order to get that vital information that former Mayor JED MABILOG would want to share with the committee.
And perhaps he still have some names to reveal to us. Mr. Chair, what we're trying to do here is really investigate the very people that should really be investigated on this, because we're trying to craft legislation so that these killings would not in any way be done anymore in our country. Di ba?
Mr.
So,
Chairman,
perhaps,
if I
Mr.
may,
Chair,
okay.
yes,
Mr. Chairman, if, in the spirit of time, no, if the good former mayor of Iloilo will allow it, maybe, Mr. Chairman, baka hindi na natin masyado ma-accommodate yung executive session to put that name in a piece of paper and submit to this QUADCOM.
Yes, Your Honor. I
In
can do
confidence
that.
naman po,
Yes, Your Honor.
we will be holding it in confidence.
I can do that,
Thank you,
Your Honor. Thank you very much,
Mr.
Your
Chair.
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Chair,
you, Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Siguro
Congressman
mga
Abante,
two
you have 30
questions na lang.
seconds left.
Okay. Itong sabi ni former President Duterte, no? Ang sabi niya, saan na yung pinalatan mo, Mayor? Yun ba yung statement niyo, no? Saan ba si Mayor? Hanapin ko sila, magbalik ka dito. Nagmura, patayin talaga kita. Ibig sabihin, talagang itong ating former President, merong galit sa'yo. Totoo po ba yan?
Yun, sir, ang lumalabas, sir, dahil
I'm wondering kung bakit
Talaga.
ang former president ay talaga merong matinding galit sa iyo on that. Now let me ask you, Mayor, no? Why don't you file a case against him?
Your Honor, first and foremost, as a Christian po, I have forgiven him already.
Yes, the thing is, yes.
And Your Honor, I will discuss that with my lawyers because I made to believe that if a person is a president then he is immune to cases. So I don't know, Your Honor.
He is now a private citizen, Mr. Mabilog. And the thing is this, I do believe you that as a Christian we ought to forgive.
Yes, Honor.
Yet I still believe that we have laws in this land so that any crime committed should be paid for.
Yes,
And
Your-
that is what the law says.
Yes,
Last
Your
10
Honor.
seconds, Congressman Abante.
So therefore, Mr. Chair, I would like to just resolve this issue now, and I hope that Mayor Mabilog would be convinced in his own heart to file charges against those people that he believed would be because, Mr. Chair, more than 7 years he left the country and he was emotionally disturbed and very much depressed, Mr. Chair. So I would like to suggest that he should file a case against the former president, being a private citizen now. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. The next to interpolate is Congressman Paduano. You are recognized.
Thank you, Chairman. I thought it was Chairman Nakap. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, just to go back to some clarity lang po with regards to the statement or the affidavit
But
being made.
before that, let me acknowledge the presence of Congressman Edward Maceda. Welcome to the committee hearing, and Congressman Ernix Junicio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, in the Duterte's list during the previous hearing, it was already confirmed and established by retired Colonel Espinido. Now, when I asked Colonel Espinido about what happens in Bacolod City, in my home city, in which one of our councilor was ambushed, no? And after a few months, dahil dun sa recommendation ni Espinido, it was, the name of that councilor was delisted. Now, question of the Duterte's list, ito lang po, para malinaw, it's either na totoo po ba yung Duterte's list, validated ba yung lahat nandun, dumaan ba sa vetting? Let me ask DG Lasso, with regards to the case of Mayor JED MABILOG, DG Lasso, do you confirm that indeed in the PDL list as claimed by Mayor JED MABILOG, wala po ang pangalan niya sa PDL list?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
But do you confirm that the name of former Mayor JED MABILOG was in the list of Duterte's list?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Initially, it was not in the list, but later on, the list was his name was included.
Okay, for the record, timeline tayo. When you say initially it was not in the list, anong taon yon?
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, can I respectfully request our Director for Intelligence Service to explain? Because there is a little bit of a process that was involved, and he can explain, and you will understand how the Duterte list came about, Your Honor.
In
Very
brief
short,
lang po, in
four
brief.
slides. Yes, Your
Pero
Honor.
we'll just focus on the case of Mayor MABILOG.
Yes, Your Honor. It will be confined on the Mabilog case, Your Honor.
Okay. So, will the chair allows Chairman Barbers? Will the chair allow?
Yes, that is allowed, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
Please
Chair,
proceed.
Your Honor, sir, I think I have a 2 slides presentation for this if you would allow.
Gaano katagal yan? Baka matagal,
Two
ubusin
slides.
yung time ko.
That is already the slide, sir. So I will, actually, sir, I can go directly to the August 7. And on August 7, 2016, this is the same presentation that was earlier shown by Mayor Mabilog, and it can be played, please. Yes, sir.
Julius Ronald Pacificador, Hamtek ang Tike, Jed Mabilog, I think is the mayor, Iloilo City, Alfredo Salangotin Beta, Carles Iloilo, Marciano Malones,
Okay,
Maasin Iloilo.
sir, this is the first time that the President mentioned the name of Mayor Mabilog, sir. And this was August 7, 2016. If related to the list, sir, the first list, sir, actually was obtained by PIDEA on August 20 to 21, sir. And it contains 3,363 personalities. That is the first list.
You're talking about the PRRD's list, ah?
Yes, sir. It is officially called President's Drug List in paper, but then it became popularly known to be PRRD list.
Please proceed.
And only on, let me just mention first that the second list that you mentioned, sir, was obtained from from the Office of the President, dated August 29, 2017. This was merged with the first list. And the number is 6,191. It was only on October 19, 2017, when the names mentioned earlier by the President, these were 159, including the name of Mayor Mabilog, but the rest were already earlier included. So it only 30 that was not yet included in the earlier list that were added. And that's why the number is from the second list of 6,191, it became 6,221. Next.
Mr. Chair.
Before we proceed with
Mr.
that,
Chair, Mr. Chair,
Chairman,
Mr. Chair, can the PIDEA submit to us this list?
Okay, let me again remind the members that the topic for today's committee hearing is on POGOs. And if you would like to discuss and deliberate issues pertaining to drugs and EJK, then we will have to schedule it for the next committee hearing. However, we only allowed PIDEA and former Mayor JED MABILOG to discuss only for briefly the issues related to extrajudicial killings and others. So, if we can just probably ask PIDEA to submit to the committee the presentation you just made, so that in the next committee hearing of the Quad Committee, we will include that in the deliberations. So, I hope the honorable members are well informed on that particular manifestation by the chair. So, Congressman Acop,
With the indulgence of the Honorable Paduano,
Yes,
one
Chairman.
clarificatory question. Pidea, noong in-announce ni former President Duterte yung pangalan ni Mayor Mabilog, wala pa siya sa listahan.
None yet, sir.
So, nung pagka-announce, saka lang nailagay yung pangalan ni Mayor Mabilog.
Yes,
Tama?
sir. Long after.
Long after.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Honorable Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, can I proceed?
proceed.
Thank you. So, yung PDEA, at least na-establish na the name of Mayor Mabilog was not listed in the original list.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor.
It was only listed to the question of Congressman Acop that after, after. Kasi 2016, yung statement of the former president, October 2017,
Correct, sir.
na ilagay. And kasama doon yung mga, sabi mo, kasama doon yung mga additional 30 names.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it was already established. Now, going back to, so do you confirm now that Mayor Mabilog name is not listed in the official, vetted, validated list of the PDEA?
Let me explain, sir. After that pronouncement, sir, that would automatically trigger the law enforcement to conduct validation, sir. And so there were reports already after that. By 2018, sir, we were receiving reports, although I am not saying that this actually confirms. These are reports, sir, about Mayor Mabilog, not necessarily confirming.
But direct na lang po, diretsong pagkatanong, diretsong pagkasagot. Is the name of Mayor Mabilog was officially in the list, kahit anong taon, in the list of the PDEA?
Yes, now, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
when was that? Now?
After, because we now have
Hindi,
the,
ganito na lang po, para hindi tayo para mabilis. Please submit na lang to this committee. Kasi gusto ko makita yung timeline. Ngayon, established na po na in the first list of PRRD's list, wala po. Diba? Then, October 17, saka po inilagay yung pangalan ni Mayor Mabilog.
yes, sir.
And, balikan ko lang po, the statement, again, Mr. Chairman, I would just like to manifest the statement that was confirmed by Colonel Espinido during the previous hearing na lahat po ng pangalan na inilagay doon sa PRRD's list, hindi po validated, hindi po dumaan sa vetting because in the case of former Councilor Kanotan, which was ambushed, and after few months, through the recommendation of Colonel Espinido, tinanggal po, pero na-ambush na po yung councilor namin sa Bacolod City. Yun po ang statement coming from Colonel Espinido because, yun po, he has direct knowledge because he is the one that recommends to delist the name of former Councilor Kanotan. Yun po ang established. Now ngayon, dito kay former Mayor Mabilog, please submit to us those bases and documents that indeed from the PDEA, pinasok po ang pangalan niya.
May, Your Honor, sir.
Please proceed.
Yes, sir, because I have to say yes because there are PRRD lists. We have the first, second, and then the consolidated, and then we have the NDIS. In the NDIS, sir, that is where the name now exists.
But in the DIS, it is the official document or list from the PDEA. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Pero ipinasok nyo ang pangalan pero hindi pa validated yon.
No, sir, it's
Correct, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Kasi SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, that all the names listed unless delisted by the President during the time is being put to the PDEA and then pinapasok nyo sa NDIS.
Yes, sir.
And the process of vetting and validation, ipoprocess pa yon, di ba? Tama?
Yes, sir.
Pag nasa NDIS. Tama?
Yes, sir.
So, ngayon, so it only concludes that all names in the PDEA na galing doon sa PRRD list is not yet validated. Tama? Process of validation dapat.
Sir, at some point in 2019, the remedy was approved, so that was validated already. The remedy, meaning this was already approved. The guidelines was approved by the Malacanang, so it became now the official validated list, sir. It's
Malacanang during the time of PRRD.
yes, sir.
Okay, but now,
We have already submitted that this be deactivated because this was created by Malacanang, so we have to also seek their approval, sir. It's
Now-
been submitted.
now of the DILG.
Yes, sir. Chaired by
Okay,
the
sige,
DILG,
at least malinaw. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, let me proceed with the next question to my question to Mayor Mabilog. Mayor Mabilog, as you mentioned in your affidavit and that's asked by the members of this committee, sabi mo po, tinawagan ka po, you talk to General Bato. And 10 to 15 minutes after, tumawag po yung isang general na hindi mo po ngayon mapangalanan, but you will name that general during the executive session. Now, question. Bakit mas naniwala ka sa tumawag sa iyo na general kaysa assurance na binigay sa iyo ni General Bato de la Rosa at the time?
Because any shade of doubt should be considered seriously. At saka alam ko, sir, na alam ng general na yon na pinapabalik ako ng Chief PNP. So I really didn't take the chance no more, Your Honor.
Ay, di po. Tanong po, ganito. Kasi, of course, maniwala ka lang kung kilala mo, kung malapit sa iyo, kung you have acquaintances in the past, no? And in your affidavit, you also mentioned about texting your wife, no, na huwag pumunta sa krame. Is it the same person?
No, it's different, sir.
Different.
Different. So, yung nag-text sa wife ko ay asawa po ng isang PNP colonel. Tapos yung nakausap ko ay yung colonel. Tapos yung this is a different person from the general who called me.
So, the general who called you, kilala mo talaga. That's why you believe in his warning compared to the assurance given to you by General Bato de la Rosa.
I believe in the credibility of that general.
Okay,
who
at
called me,
least
sir.
it was a service. And the wife of that certain colonel, close ba sila ng wife mo? Magkakilala? May acquaintances?
Magkakilala siguro, sir, because but I don't know how close they are.
Okay, anyway. Now, you mentioned about if you went to Camp Crame, dalawang pwedeng mangyari. Based on the accounts in your affidavit, you were told na you will pinpoint a certain former senator and a certain presidential. Can you mention again the name of that senator and that presidential?
Your Honor, if you would allow me, I can write their names also. Your
Okay.
Honor.
So you cannot mention now, Mayor? If I ask you, better you answer yes or no. Is it Senator Maroas, former Senator Maroas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, is it former Senator Drilon, which is your cousin?
Yes, sir.
Oh, ayun. So, Mr. Chairman, kaya ko tinanong yun kasi from the very start in the statement, affidavit of Mayor JED MABILOG and these preliminary remarks, it is all about politics. It is all about politics. Kaya, yung Duterte's list, again, from the statement of Colonel Espinido, napakalinaw po na it does not gone through vetting and validation. Pagkalaban ka sa politika, nasa listahan ka. Yun po. Now, and lastly, question of, ano ba yung in the US, when you applied for asylum, political asylum ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you were granted after
15 months, Your Honor.
15 months. That was when?
March
March of what
March
year?
of 2019, Your Honor.
2019. Of course, if you were granted political asylum in the U.S., they have the basis for granting you political asylum.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the basis? In jest lang po.
They just gave the approval, Your Honor, that the political asylum has been granted.
In your request or application, ano pong jest lang po, ano pong nakalagay doon? Why should the U.S. government grant you that political asylum being requested by you?
Threat of life because of the no basis of accusation on illegal drugs, Your Honor.
So do you have any document with regard to that granting you the political asylum?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it.
Okay, please submit to this committee that, for the record of this committee, please submit that document coming from the U.S. government granting you political asylum on the basis that you have threat of your life.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
political in the sense, dahil political yung basis on that threat to your life.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honor, I think it's attached in the affidavit.
Thank you, Mayor. For now,
Thank
Mr.
you, Your
Chairman, that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Congressman Richard Gomez. But before that, let me acknowledge the presence of Congresswoman Cutie Del Mar. I'm sorry, it's Congressman Fernandez. It's not Gomez, I'm sorry. Congressman Fernandez, you're recognized.
Okay, ano lang, briefly, in the interest of time again, medyo mahaba pa po tayo. Pogo tayo talaga ngayon today. So, Mayor JED, kasi naalala ko, I was also a mayor during that time,
Yes, Your Honor.
that the former president pronounced those mayors who were included in that list.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I was a little bit scared as well kasi andun tayo sa Malacanang. And I remember the name Mayor, I was asking the good chairman ako, the name of mayor ng Cebu was Mayor Loot.
Yes, Your Honor.
And were your name mentioned in that meeting in the Malacanang during that time?
No, Honor, Your Honor.
Wala ka po. Pero do you remember the time that you were called in ano po sa PNP? Wherein there were a lot of mayors as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi I saw you in the video during that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you recall those names of those mayors?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Like sila Mayor Cesar Perez ng Los Baños, Laguna.
I cannot, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but hindi ko po masyado, I cannot remember the
Pero
names,
medyo
Your Honor.
marami kayo na.
There were a lot of mayors, Your Honor.
Most likely mga ilang
Lahat,
po.
Your Honors, ipinatawag at saka pumunta doon because
Okay.
that was the order, Your Honor, that the following day we have to report to Camp Crame, and then we were subject to investigation by a case officer, Your Honor.
Oo, Pidea, tanungin ko lang Pidea, briefly lang, ano, kasi gusto ko lang maliwanagan to kasi dating mayor to ng Los Baños, Laguna, si Cesar Perez. Was he included in the first list of that drug list that was released?
If you can give me 3 minutes, Your Honor, we can
Sige,
check
I'll
it
come back
immediately.
with you. No?
Yes, Your
Just please educate me on that matter. Mayor, you were saying a while ago that the reason why you being included in that list of the narco was because of politics.
Yes, I believe, Your Honor.
But me also, I was a Marojas sympathizer. I voted for Marojas. But I was not included in the narco list.
Probably, Your Honor, I would say that because the then Senator Frank Dillon is my second cousin. And number two is the former president got the lowest percentage votes all over the country in Iloilo. So I really couldn't prove this, Your Honor, but I just think that that is the reason, Your Honor.
In other words, you cannot think of any other reason to justify why you were included in that narco list.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Meron pa ako isang tanong lastly, yung pong tinatawag po nating moment that a certain a general called you, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
10 minutes lang po yun di ba? Na magkasama.
About 10-15, yes, Your
Yes.
Honor.
Are you with somebody when they called you in Japan?
I was by myself, Your Honor,
You-
because I was on my way to the international conference.
Oh, and you believe also that General Bato, who called you 10 minutes before, he was with that certain general when he called you.
Yes, I would think so, Your Honor.
Dahil ganun kabilis yung,
Yes, Your Honor.
yung information that was given to you. Anyway, siguro kay ano na lang, PDEA, can you kindly give us the list kung kasama yung kasama ba?
Mr. Chairman, yes, the name is listed. Right from the very start of the Duterte administration, he was already listed as a high-value target.
And also, yung kay Mayor Tony Halili, and also the Mayor of Navarro of Zamboanga. These are the things that we need to clarify. Siguro ganito na lang, bigyan na lang lahat ng listahan kung kasama sila sa first list or pag hindi sila kasama, yung second list.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll be yielding back my time and I'll be asking na lang po in the next issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you because you have already consumed your time, Congressman Fernandez. The next to interpolate, that's second to the last, is Congressman Richard Gomez, and then last would be Congressman Acop. Then we proceed with the topic for today, which is Pogo. Congressman Gomez, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mayor Jed, will it be okay if I ask you some questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I was also a mayor during the time that you were mayor on your last term.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there are just some things that I'd like to ask. First, are you convinced that during the year 2016, our country, the Philippines, was already in a narco state?
Do I recognize it?
Do you think that the country was already in a narco state at that time?
Your Honor, I was mayor of the city of Iloilo. What I could speak of, Your Honor, because I don't have the data in the national level.
Yes.
So all that I have is as far as the city of Iloilo is concerned, Your Honor.
With regards to Iloilo, during your term, was Iloilo drug-free or drug-cleared?
Your Honor, there were existing drug personalities in the city of Iloilo. But as what I've stated earlier, Your Honor, that as far as being mayor is concerned, the function is for policies and
Yes.
guidelines, while the enforcement is based on PDEA and the police and the PNP, Your Honor. And every month, we conduct our anti-drug abuse councils meetings, wherein the PDEA regional director would report, as well as the Philippine National Police would also submit and do their own presentations on the report. And while Iloilo City recognized, but as I've said, Your Honor, the report of the PDEA then regional director, Paul Ledesma, said that Iloilo was only number third least affected in the country, Your Honor. So, and since they are in charge of all the data, I believed in him, Your Honor.
So, Mayor, will you agree with me if I say that a city can be drug-cleared or drug-free if the mayor wants it to be, together with the help of the PNP?
Yes, Your Honor, but again, enforcement and the enforcement, as mandated by law, is done by PDEA and the PNP. And yes, Your Honor, this representation has, in several meetings, which is in our, in the agenda, in the minutes of the meeting, that I have called the attention of both PDEA and PNP to address this matter, Your Honor. And again, the reports are that especially from PIDEA, that Iloilo City was the third least affected. And so I believed in him, Your Honor.
Yes, the PNP is under the supervision of the mayor. Therefore, if we really would like to strongly fight drugs, a mayor can do so, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, during my time, Your Honor, as mayor, I gave everything that both the PNP and PIDEA asked for in terms of logistics, including support in their using the intel funds of that is allocated from the local government, that is with the local government, Your Honor.
In spite of all the things that we do as mayors, Mayor Jed, what do you think is really the problem why drugs has continued to proliferate inside a city?
As what I've said earlier, Your Honor, it's the system that has not been established. Your Honor, if I may say, in the local government code, the minimum requirement of a local chief executive is only 20 years old. You can already be elected as mayor, Your Honor.
Municipal mayor, yes.
Municipal mayor, and there are about 1,000 mayors all over the country. Your Honor, when I sat as mayor, the DILG has made seminars, guidelines on what to do on good governance. But never have I attended, Your Honor, anything about illegal drugs from the law enforcement agencies, meaning from PIDEA or from PNP. So what I'm trying to say, Mayor, is, Your Honor, is that for us to be able, as mayors or local chief executives, to be able to be equipped with the knowledge on how to address illegal drugs, we have to undergo that orientation, training, or seminar from the Philippine National Police or even from the PIDEA on how to address them or even to formulate these policies, Your Honor.
Mayor Jed, you've been out of the country for 7 years, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when did you come back?
Just this September 10, Your Honor.
Oh, because I wanted to ask if you'll be able to compare the situation in 2016 and right after you came back in the country, if there's a big difference or if there is a difference with regards to the problem of drugs, let's say in your city.
I have no data to
Yes, because you just
support
came back.
my,
Yeah.
yes, Your Honor.
I respect that. Mr. Chair, I asked this questions simply for us to see the track record of the former mayor of Iloilo. And in the next hearing, Mr. Chair, I'd like to be given the opportunity to ask more questions. Thank you so much, Mayor Jed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Congressman Gomez. The last to interpolate is Congressman Romy Acop. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Natanong na ni Honorable Caraps yung meat ng aking pagtatanong. May I just ask the former mayor, Mayor Mabilog, kung you know a certain attorney Antonio Piscina?
Yes, Your Honor. I know Antonio Piscina.
Was he your counselor?
No, Your Honor.
No.
He ran under the opposite party, Your Honor.
Would you know if he's also included in the list?
Yes, Your Honor. I remember that he was. We were together in the following day that in Camp Crame, Your Honor.
And he's still alive?
I have no idea, Your Honor.
Thank you. How about Mr. Romel Inyon and Bert Vargas? Do you know them?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Romel Inyan ran against me in 2013. And Mr. Bert Vargas, Your Honor, I know him. He is the husband of a schoolmate from UP, Your Honor.
And would you know whether it's true that he was arrested for alleged possession of illegal drugs at a checkpoint in La Paz District in Iloilo City?
I was informed, Your Honor.
Thank you.
At that time.
And he was also a mayoralty candidate.
Oh.
Would that be true?
Mr. Bert Vargas, Your Honor. Are you referring to Mr. Bert Vargas, Your Honor?
Yeah. Mr. Inyon.
Mr. Inyon was a mayoralty candidate who ran against me in 2013, Your Honor.
How about certain, I think he's already deceased, Mr. Daniel Fajardo?
Yes, Your Honor. He is already deceased. I know him, Your Honor.
And Manuel Mejorada?
Yes, Your Honor. He was the former provincial administrator and he's now serving time, Your Honor.
Pero sila po ang nagkaso sa iyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, may I know if a certain Mr. Jeffrey Celis, otherwise known as K. Eric, was your former spokesperson?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jeffrey Celis was my spokesperson in the year 2012. But upon information of a city councilor in 2013 that he and his family went to Boracay and used my name to spend his vacation in Boracay, upon learning that, Your Honor, I terminated his service. So since 2013, he was no longer connected with me, Your Honor, and I don't know what happened to him after that. It is his own thing, Your Honor.
In paragraph 5 of your affidavit, you said, one name was described to be a member of the House of Representatives, despite not having been elected to any public office. Were you referring to Mr. Celis?
Yes, Your Honor. His name was mentioned during that fateful night that he is a member of the House of Representatives, Your Honor.
And his name was included in that list also where your name was included?
Yes, Your Honor.
Magkasama po kayo according to the list. Okay. May I know, yung mga sinabi ni Mr. Celis, siyang nagpatotoo lahat ng paratang po sa inyo ni Mr. Romel Inyon na kasangkot po kayo sa illegal drug.
This is the first time that I've heard of it, Your Honor.
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang kung alam po ninyo yun.
No po, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mayor. May I know, Mayor, bakit mas naniwala po kayo doon sa general na hindi nyo mabanggit ang pangalan kaysa doon sa salita ni Chief PNP De La Rosa?
Your Honor, at the time when I spoke to PNP Chief De La Rosa, I really believed in him. But after 15 minutes, if you get a call from a general who is close to him, then this destroyed my believing in him. So I did not take the risk, Your Honor. I just believed then on what the other general told me, Your Honor.
When you were supposed to meet with General De La Rosa, and it was postponed, I think, 2 times according to your statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Who made the calls to you regarding the postponement?
I think it was General Diaz, Your Honor.
Your RD then?
Former
Your
regional.
former RD, yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you friends with General Bernardo Diaz?
No, sir. He was assigned on the latter part, I think in 2016. And I have never established a friendship with General or personal relationship with General Diaz, sir.
Pero, Mayor, from your statements, there were 2 generals who were with your side. And it was only, according to your statement, General Bato, who was not on your side.
One colonel, Your Honor, one colonel and one general. The one colonel called first before, and then when I spoke to General Bato, this general gave me a call. So parang it supported the statement of the colonel. So that's why, sir, I wasn't able to think no more. I just believed in the last caller, who was the general, who told me not to proceed, sir. Because for the reason, sir, that previously there are already several cases that have been with the chief PNP, but what happened is in the end, they died, sir. So that's why I just all that I thought was to preserve the life of myself and my family, sir.
So, the last call that you got from the officer, is that officer close to you? Or close to your family?
No, sir, not that close, sir.
And you still believe him?
Yes, sir. We were introduced, and he was a former Iloilo City, but not at my time as mayor. So, but yes, I believed him because he was very sincere in telling me that information, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Acop.